What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy, it's Dan, it's Tommy, and we are here for Bragging Rights Monthly. A place where we're just gonna sit around and compliment each other and not insult each other. There's no competition whatsoever from three alpha males at all. Are you kidding? There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of competition. That's all.
A lot of toxicity.
Damn right. Damn right. So we're excited about this. This is something we've been talking about doing for a while. We're all retro collectors in our own right. Dan is obviously a world famous musician. And he came down here with the lowly people to talk retro games. We're very honored to have him here. But
no, I'm here to learn. I'm here looking up because you guys, you guys are amazing. You guys are so much better at this live stuff than me. So I'm your humble student.
Well, you will be humbled once I get let's see. So it's awesome to have Dan here. We've got TommyTron TV, Tommy, who basically specializes in retro gaming and retro toy pickups and everything over on his channel. So if you've not subscribed to that channel, please do that. So Tommy, how are you?
Good, man. I am ready. As you said, This is basically all I live for. I think about collecting all the time. It's all I do, and I've been holding back some bangers, so I'm ready.
I am too. So just to prove that we like to set a tone, a standard of sorts, okay? And just so everybody understands, we don't know what the hell we're doing. We have no idea what's going on, and this is proof positive right here. Where
what are you talking about? We're professionals.
This was before the show. We're trying to figure out, like, okay, well, Odin does the pizza cam. Well, maybe we can do the cam to show,
it's easy, right?
You know, like what we have. So Dan's like, well, I don't have another webcam. I was like, all you gotta do is select the webcam, and he's like, well, I don't have another webcam. I was like, well, maybe you can sign up through your phone. So he's like,
simple enough.
And then me and Tommy hear like all this piercing. We're like, oh my god!
Like, we got this world famous metal star, and you can't figure out a microphone.
Hey, I'm not an audio engineer, okay? I'm a singer.
All right,
so good.
But yeah, we ditched out that idea pretty quick.
Yeah.
So basically what this is going to be, this first episode, we're just kind of learning what the process is going to be and the format is going to be. But ultimately, it's going to be a thing where every month we're going to show you guys our different pickups throughout the month. And then each round, you guys get to vote for who you think had the best pickups. And starting next month, it's all going to be whatever we pick up from November 1st all the way to the end of the month. And then on December 1st, we show up and we have our pickups. This month, we're going to kind of do that format, but just a little differently. We're going to show some of our pickups from this past month in round one, and then you guys are going to be able to vote. And then round two is going to be us pulling from our collections a little bit, just to kind of show some different things we have in our collections. And then round three will be the same thing. There'll be some discussions. If you guys have questions for us, you let us know. I see we already got a super chat or two, so I'll check those out here in just a minute. And it's just going to be our show. And I don't mean us three. I mean all of you. So you guys help us shape what you want this show to become. It's going to be kind of laid back. We're just three friends who like retro gaming, and we're having a little competition along the way. That's essentially what this is going to be, and I'm looking forward to it.
And that's the sort of stuff that we would do anyway, like live with recording video or not. It's just like we like to show the stuff we get to our friends, and we just decided to share that with you.
Yep. And right here, $10 super chat. Someone just turned up the toxic masculinity in this place, and I'm here for it. Hashtag bragging rights. That's what's up. Hell yes. Thank you.
Yeah, I mentioned
so
that
much.
I held a few things back, and that was hard because when I picked those things up, I just wanted to drop it in the chat, but I couldn't because when we started this thing, it was going to be just, us talking about the stuff we collected. Then we added this competition element to it because, of course, we did. And then it's like, dang, I can't give my hand away here. Like, I got to hold this back. And
yes.
So I've been excited for this, man. I'm ready.
It's hard to hold the excitement. For example, today with the guys, I already revealed something from my next month haul. So yeah. I need to be careful.
Mean, like to show what the pressure, by the way, Johnny's got a $3. So is your hangout in Arizona on Thursday and Friday, or just Thursday? Just Thursday. And that's as soon as this is over, I'm on the road all the way to Arizona. It's going to be a long trip. I'll probably live stream on DDayCobra along the way. But yeah, so that's going to be a Thursday show only. All the details are on geeksgamers.com. I'm sure the mods are going to drop that information in the chat below. The other thing too, so, and this is what's going to happen every month. And Tommy already knows a little bit, and I'm going to present all this to you in the first round. So I went to a retro shop the other day, and I saw something that, holy shit, blows my mind. And it's still, I'm very happy with the pickup. But I was on the fence when I saw it, but I did get a good deal out of it. But it was like, I felt the pressure. I'm like, bragging rights is coming up. I haven't done a lot of retro shopping this month. I got to buy this. And I made a deal with the guy. I'm like, I'll give you this much for those. And he's like, oh, that's cutting me in. Like, it's like, oh my God, I need, because if these are if they were real, it'd be the best deal ever. But I think that at least one of them we confirmed is not, it's a fake or a reissue or whatever. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. So we're going to get this first round underway here in just a minute.
All right. You guys want to talk about how you guys got into retro collecting and how you guys got into nostalgia? Well,
absolutely.
What's the deal with that? For the people who don't understand that, there are people who don't understand. Like my mother has no idea why I pay like hundreds of dollars in something that I don't even plan to resell. So what's up with that nostalgia stuff?
Great question. I'm gonna let Tommy go first after I read Horror Amarada. Hey guys, hang on a minute. Hey guys, Jeremy, drive safe. Show us the goods, boys. Want to see you exposed. We're gonna show some goods that are far better than anything we could show you on our bodies, except for probably Dan. I mean, he is a beautiful man. But all right, Tommy, how'd you get involved?
I mean, for me, it's all about nostalgia. All the things you see back here behind me are basically important pieces from my childhood. They strike a chord with me, right? For some reason or another. I could reach back here on this shelf and pull off something that isn't really important to a lot of people, which is a Nightmare Before Christmas Burger King watch. Okay.
Nice.
Not a lot of people are going to go crazy over this, but let's see if we can get it to focus here. I got a better camera for when we really start showing stuff.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll make it out though.
So I had this in the 6th grade, and I remember going to Burger King, and I remember like the sign that they had, and this is the one that I wanted. As a matter of fact, it was this one and this one were the ones I really wanted. So this is Jack on a Hill, and this is Halloween Town, and I really, really wanted these, and this was bragging rights, like in 6th grade, man. We came in, we're like pimping our watch, like, what's up, oh man, you got that one. And so there was 4 of them total. And when I became an adult, you start looking back on your childhood. If you're a nostalgic person, you start like normally the entry point to people is stuff they had or stuff they really wanted. So that's how it kind of started with me, is oddball stuff like that. Of course, going back to like the Super Nintendo, the Genesis games, like the big heavy hitters like Mario Kart and stuff like that. But it really started with oddball bits and pieces, and then I kind of got deeper and deeper and deeper. And at this point, it's just like I'm now collecting Silverhawks, which are just over my head right here, and those are this way so expensive. At this point,
yes,
yeah. And
can we get Dan to remake the Silverhawk song? Oh my god,
a metal version.
Yeah,
I took a lot of inspiration from that to make the Friday Night Tights theme.
Did you?
Really?
Nice.
That is
Silverhawks.
I didn't know that.
And Thundercats.
Nice, man. Hey,
I actually remember. I think I remember you saying something about Thundercats. I don't remember the Silverhawks. Now I know you said you were inspired by Thundercats.
Yeah, those two were like my main thing. Just
hell yeah. Hang on, Tommy. Mexican Iron Man for a 50. Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. This is a fantastic idea for a new show. Last weekend, I was at Retropalooza, Dallas with Geeks and Gamers fans, Stone Loki, and Nick from Echo Base, and we picked up a stash of retro games and toys. Awesome new show. Love the concept. Uber excited. Thanks, guys. We love Mexican Iron Man.
And we were talking earlier about maybe getting some fan submissions for the show too.
Yes.
So you guys will be able to present to us your own hauls of the month.
Mm-hmm.
That would be super cool.
Yeah,
and I hope
absolutely.
You had a good time down there in Retropalooza. That's something I want to go check out. If that's the one put on by the Game Chasers, right? Shady J and those guys down there. It looks like a really good con, so hope you had a good time down there. But yeah, I mean that's where I'm at now, is going into the really expensive stuff, and I feel like that's how it happens. You know, you start with a $10 or $5 item, like those watches were $40 for the set, and I remember I found them on eBay, and my mind was blown. I was like, how can these only be $40? It's because nobody wanted them but me, you know what I mean? So, but now I'm buying $200 Silverhawks. And so, yeah, Mexican Iron Man and the Game Chasers, good deal. So I'm buying $200 figures, and that's how it happens. You know, suddenly you're buying a $50 game, and you're like, what the hell am I doing? And then you're buying an $80, $100
and your family,
game.
It's like, are you crazy? Are you insane?
I don't get it. So luckily I have a supportive family for now, but
it's better than drugs.
Yeah.
Another 50 Bourbonizer. Looking forward to the Arizona meetup. First time for me. Do we just show up and say sup? Absolutely. The bar owners are very supportive of us, supporters of Geeks and Gamers. So it's got there at 4:30 is going to be the start time, and myself and Gary will be there early along with Ryan. So this thing got thrown together at the last second, and so it's not as kind of well. I say anything with me and Gary organized. So I mean, it's not as organized as Vegas, but of course, very few things me and Gary do are organized. Highly organized. Say it real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dan.
Highly organized.
Yes.
So good.
But yeah, so that's Tommy and I obviously have known each other forever. We grew up together. We collected GI Joes and everything, and professional wrestling. We were into that, and so for me, it's you look back on the time in your life when you collected things. And I remember really what stood out to me when I really was wanting to really go back is because you get to that point in life when you kind of get in your teenage years and toys aren't cool, and you're like, oh, I'm interested in women and a cool car and all this. And then you kind of get past that phase and you start thinking back. And so I remember I was like, I want to start buying toys again. You start buying current toys and none of them are well made. None of them are well made. And so you think back, I'm like, man, GI Joes were so well made. Those 3 3/4 action figures were so well made. And another thing, so you go back to the well made aspect of it, and it kind of makes you go back to that. Then once you go back to it, it starts bringing up all this nostalgia in mind of remembering great memories of hanging out with your fans in a simpler time. And then the other element to that, which kind of leans into that, is the gaming element, where you go back. And I just kind of got this experience finally for the first time with a current game, but like Metroid Dread is so difficult by today's standards, but games today are so easy compared to retro games. You go back to Ninja Turtles, Battletoads, like the Lion King on Super Nintendo. I mean, you go back to some of those games and you start thinking about, and I went through this, and I think this is important. Going through a tough video game with no help, it actually does a lot to teach you about adversity. And I know I joke about that on Mario Kart or whatever, but it's been a long time. I am at the final boss on Metroid Dread right now. Metroid Dread is one of the best games I've played in a long time, and it ranks up there with Super Metroid. That's how good Metroid Dread is. It ranks up there with Super Metroid. But going through this game and not having any help within the game, and it just makes you go like, I've got to learn the pattern of the boss. And that's what retro games were back in the day. Like, I've still never beat Mike Tyson because I was scared to death of him. Every time I got him, I couldn't figure out his rhythm because he's so intimidating in that game. To this day, I still haven't beat Mike Tyson. But so to me, it's like, I remember the old days of when there was so much. Back when those games were created and those toys were created, it felt like there were passion involved with them. And I'm not saying that people today don't have a level of passion, but it just doesn't feel like the same passion that was made back then. Today is like, we need to make sure this game is accessible for everyone. Mario Kart 8, for instance. Anybody can pick up Mario Kart 8 and play it, no matter if they have played Mario Kart for 20 years or if they just started, because they're going to get a bullet bill and they're going to get this. You go to the Super Nintendo Mario Kart, and if you don't grind and train and learn, you're not going to touch someone like me who's been playing it since 1992.
Dude,
so the passion
Mario Galaxy.
Yes.
Galaxy, if you die enough times on a certain level, there's this pig character that shows up. Yes. And he literally asks you if you want to skip that level.
Yes, it's so aggravating. It's like current games, and I love Mario Galaxy. I love Mario Galaxy.
Me too. But
I think it's amazing. But that's the point. And just like I love Mario Kart 8, but it's so dumbed down, you know, to where you look back on things like go play Super Mario Brothers 2. You know what I mean? Like that's so the care and the passion that went into these things is important to me. So that's one thing that made me so nostalgic for it. And then just the mystery of it. So Tommy, you remember this? I know Dan, you're going to remember this. Me and Tommy, you know, grew up together. So that kind of excitement of going into Walmart and going, what G.I. Joe is going to be on the shelf? Are they going to have that G.I. Joe? Well, now when you go into a store and you shop for toys, you generally are going to have the same experience everywhere you go. It doesn't really matter. And so there's no mystery element to it. There's no thrill to it. Now, if I go into a retro store or a thrift mall or a flea market, the element of mystery, what am I going to find? Am I going to find a 1988 Storm Shadow? Am I going to find a Gung Ho? Am I going to find, you know, a Chrono Trigger cartridge that no one knows the greatness of? You know, that element of surprise is what really I would typically rather go to retro stores or thrift malls or flea markets than I would to go to Walmart or Target these days, because it brings me back to that element of surprise. I don't like buying things online. So yeah, I could buy any G.I. Joe I want online. And I'm talking like the old school ones, but I don't, because there's no thrill in that for me to buy it off eBay. I want to find it in a corner, dust it off, you know, and maybe somebody's selling it for $10 and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I got this. So there's that element of mystery that leads me to retro shopping to wonder what I'm going to find. You know, that's a big element for me. What about you, Dan?
That's awesome, man. Well, unfortunately, here in Brazil, we have to do a lot of the online stuff because we don't really have that culture of selling used stuff, at least formally. We don't have stuff like Goodwill and garage sales, that sort of stuff. Over here, every house has like a big wall in front of the yard, and if you would have a garage sale, like, you'd be robbed for sure. So it's just it's just sad. I have to do a lot of online shopping, but there's a few flea markets here in my town. Sometimes I go to and I find a lot of stuff. But how did I start with nostalgia? Well, to me it's kind of bittersweet, because it was a way for me to deal with, at first, with my father's passing. I really got really nostalgic after my father passed. It was a way I felt like I was keeping my past alive somehow by playing these old games. I'm about games and old computers. I love building retro computers. I have a working Windows 98 here in my office with genuine hardware from that time. And to me, it started like that. And suddenly I was going to GOG.com and buying old PC games and playing them on my modern PC. But suddenly that wasn't enough anymore. Suddenly I had to have a CRT monitor to play those games, and suddenly that wasn't enough anymore. Suddenly I had to buy the actual games and have them complete in the box so I could smell the manual or whatever.
Yes, absolutely.
And suddenly that wasn't enough anymore. The CRT monitor wasn't enough. I need to have like a mouse with a ball so I could play Diablo 2 with a mouse with a ball, the same. And suddenly that wasn't enough anymore again. And suddenly I had to have the complete PC with original hardware from that time when that game was released. So it's a never ending.
I love that, man. I'm not a computer gamer, but I just identify with everything you just said about the authenticity. You get to a point where you get psycho over that. Like you will just not take anything that's a reproduction. It has to be all original hardware. I love it, man.
Ryan says, hello, everyone. This is cool. People on Geeks and Gamers talking about what they love. Definitely not a show for me to be on.
You mentioned your dad, man, and this is something that, like, we're going to keep it kind of fast and loose here. This is like the most probably important piece of my Jurassic Park collection. This is an original. It's not very expensive. I mean, you could probably for, I don't know, $20 last time I checked. But this is an original first release of Jurassic Park novel. And my dad passed in 2017, and he used to be an over-the-road truck driver. And I remember in 93, I guess when this was out, being a kid and jumping up in his truck and seeing this book right here tucked behind the pillow in his bed, right? So this was on the road with him for months and months, at least during that period of time. So that's like a major nostalgia pop for me, because I can pinpoint the actual point in time when this was part of my life. And obviously it has a tie into my dad, so it makes it that much more special. So it's not the most expensive thing, but it's that nostalgic factor for me that I will never part with something like this. So yeah, that's a huge part of it too.
Super awesome. What I like about that sort of stuff is that it has everything to do with the context of what we were going through when you, for example, first saw it, first heard of it, or something like that. And it's like, it's a phrase that I heard for the first time from James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. He said, "You don't choose your favorites choose you," because it has really more to do with yourself and what we were going through during that time than with the actual media, with the actual game or movie or toy. And that's I think it's super accurate.
Yeah, that's so awesome, true. Man. I mean, everything I look on that shelf, when I look at it, I think about a point in time, and that's what draws me to it so closely. I think people that are just naturally sentimental are going to be drawn to collecting things. So, you know, that's the type of people we're probably all in the same community here.
That's good.
Oh stuff. God, we're sentimental.
Yeah. Oh, man. The narrative is broken. All right. So now that's kind of our little kind of introduction about like retro and why we're into it. Now it's time to get to the goods, guys. It's time to get to the goods. Now, round one this month is going to be us. Now, I mean, Dan, Tommy's been collecting like a madman.
Before we get to that, I saw there was a super chat that popped up while Dan was talking.
TommyTron's Looney Tunes,
the
DC
Looney
Heroes,
Tunes
Happy Meal toys are awesome. Massive nostalgia trip from Billy Go Boom.
Was that the only one? Okay. Yeah, these. Do you know how much my head exploded when I found these? So if you don't know, these were Happy Meal toys, and they change out. So, you know, you got Daffy, Bugs, and then you got Taz and what's Petunia Pig, I think is her name. But we went around to so many McDonald's looking for Bugs, but I mean, I remember having him, and I had Taz for sure. I don't know if I had Bugs, but they basically just like pop out of these shells.
Oh, here,
and there they are, right? So they just like have these costumes they can pop in. And so
look at the chat. Everybody's going crazy over them in the chat.
Yeah, these are bad, man. And little McDonald's toys like this, you know, the other thing I was looking at this year, and I didn't pop on them, was like the Halloween McNuggets from 1986 or something, I think. I was looking at those, and I was like, man, those look good on the shelf. But I couldn't find them anywhere locally. I ran into these locally, and my head just blew up. I hadn't thought about these in 30 years, and there they were. So that's the kind of thing, man. You see it, you buy it.
That's it, man. And that's what we hope to kind of, you know, bring you guys into our nostalgia, you know, trips. You know, I'm sure different things people will connect to, other people won't. And then there'll be another group of people that won't connect to this, but I think everybody's going to appreciate what we're doing, generally speaking. So, so yeah, like I said, this first round, we're just basically going to present to you our pickups. Tommy is a crazy person. That's what his whole channel's built off of, and he's just always collecting. Man, I've been on the road for a lot this month, but I have had I got some interesting stories to share, and then so Dan's got his stuff too. So basically, do you guys want me to go first? You want me to go first to present what I have?
Go ahead.
To present. Okay, so I'll talk for a minute. I'm going to get everything set up, and I'm going to present it to our audience. So you guys just blabble.
Oh man. Okay.
Right
so how long have you been collecting, Tommy? Like all your life?
Well, I think I fell out of it, as a teenager, like Jeremy said.
Right.
Probably, you go through that phase where you're too cool for it. I think this is like the new midlife crisis for poor people, maybe. I can't like buy a sports car or anything, but I can justify a couple $100 here and there.
It's better than doing drugs and booze and that kind of stuff. That's what I always tell my mother. My mother says, you're spending so much money with that kid stuff. I said, Mom, I could have been, I'm a rock star. I could have been using drugs and paying whores. Okay. But I'm buying video games. Leave me alone.
True. That is honestly so true. I mean, yeah, literally the modern day rock star on social media, YouTube, and you're spending your money on toys at your mom's.
Okay. Okay. So now I've got something behind my back that I'm going to show here in just a minute, but right here. Okay. I got this in the mail today.
A little blurry if you can get it to focus.
Let's see. I don't know if it's going to focus or not. Damn it. Let's see if we can get this to focus.
You should make you full screen too.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to put this thing down that I'm hiding it because people can't see that yet. People cannot see that yet. So right here. God damn it. Knocking shit over. Man.
This is a mess.
This is a mess. That's going to be clipped. Okay, so the first thing I want to show is Storm Shadow. Okay, look at Storm Shadow.
Oh.
Tell me that's not awesome as hell.
That's badass, dude.
The detail. Look at the detail. Swords.
He has a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, he does have a gun. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
So look at that, dude. That is badass right there. Okay, that's beautiful.
Super.
I like how they have the extra strap on that sai up there to it because it's so big.
So that is, his hand is a little messed up. Kind of, I got to look into it. It kind of bends back the wrong way, but that is awesome.
To go to a doctor.
Yeah. Now the next thing, I got this in the mail today.
Yeah.
From the classified line. Barbecue.
Is it sealed?
It is sealed.
Yeah.
Sealed.
Wow. What do you guys think?
Well, this is new. This is relatively a newer figure. So
it's brand new. It just released.
Yeah, he's brand new, but it's a remake of a classic 3 3/4 figure.
Jeremy, do you keep sealed stuff?
Somewhat. You're gonna see some stuff here in just a minute. Not in this round. Not in this
round. This is an interesting discussion that we can have later about keeping or not keeping sealed stuff.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna see something sealed here in just a minute. Now, this I picked up. Now, this isn't necessarily retro, but it's retro inspired because it's G.I. Joe and it's Duke. And I wouldn't have picked this up if it wouldn't have been retro inspired. Tommy, have you seen these in stores?
No, where did you get that?
I got it at Target.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, I love this thing. I love it.
I pre-ordered my classified figures, like the barbecue, so I haven't been in Target in a couple weeks.
Okay, so now to show everybody.
Oh, man.
Okay, so when you see what you're going to see, it's going to blow your mind.
Condom from the 90s.
When you see this, it's going to blow your mind, as it blew mine. Now, upon seeing this, I questioned the legitimacy of it. So I made a deal with the guy, and I'm very happy with the deal I made. So here's what I have. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, original 1984 Storm Shadow. 84 Storm Shadow in the packages, sealed.
Holy shit.
Same with Snake Eyes. Okay, now, let's talk about this for a minute, okay? Let's see if I can get that.
There's air from the
you're gonna
80s
have to hold them up.
Yeah, I'm gonna open them up and show everybody because we gotta have a discussion about this. Okay, so here we are with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Okay, now Tommy is a pretty big expert on these things. Okay, so here you have Storm Shadow. Okay, and you have Snake Eyes. Okay, now. One thing that it was told to me when I bought these, they are recarded, okay? So they are not in the original packages, all right? So they are recarded. That was told to me when I made the purchase. And I was a little skeptical of Storm Shadow when I saw him. He's too good to be true, is what it essentially comes down to. He's fucking now I have the 84 Storm Shadow. I already have him opened. Storm Shadow is typically, he's got like a yellow coloration to him, you know, because he has a white suit on and the coloration, almost like a Super Nintendo, gets that coloration over time, you know. So I've never seen a Storm Shadow this perfect. So I was talking to Tommy about it because I didn't want to tell Tommy about this until I presented it, because this is what I was like, I got to buy these for bragging rights. Okay. So here it is right here. Now here's the OG Storm Shadow. This is
Someone said in the chat, can't wait till Ryan knocks them over.
So upon further looking, Tommy and I have determined, more so Tommy than me because he has a better eye than this. Tommy and I have determined that this is in fact not a real Storm Shadow, that this is a knockoff. So we have not determined that on Snake Eyes at this point. I think Snake Eyes still looks very, very legit. There's only one minor concern on this Snake Eyes, but at the end of the day, they're beautiful and they're going to be beautiful displays. I will never open these because you have no idea. I've never owned or even seen a Storm Shadow 1984 in the package like this. I've never seen it. I think they go for thousands and thousands of dollars legit. Yeah. Now, I'm talking like repackaged, maybe not a thousands, but several hundred repackaged. So
yeah,
I've never seen the original Storm Shadow in a package like this. Full screen. I'm sorry, let me full screen again. Right there. All right, so I've never seen this. We're assuming this is probably a fake, but I've never seen the real Storm Shadow in the G.I. Joe package from 1984. I've never seen it. I'm sure it exists. I'm sure there's some on eBay for tens of thousands of dollars probably, but to have this and for the deal I got on it, because I got like 50% off of what they were asking for them. And I got that Storm Shadow I showed you guys earlier for free. So I'm pretty happy with the purchase, but it's not as sexy as it should be. So that and Snake Eyes, it is awesome to have these as display pieces for sure. So
yeah, it's like this, man.
Awesome.
Like we go into Walmart. You talked about Walmart and Target these days. You go into Walmart and Target, and some of the first figures released for that retro line were that Snake Eyes card and that Storm Shadow card. But what figures were on the card? They were crap. They looked nothing like the art.
Right.
You know, actually, it wasn't that Snake Eyes. It was the version 1 and version 1.5 Snake Eyes. But regardless, it wasn't the right figure. So to find that, you're not going to find that in a commercial store these days, you know, retail. So you're going to have to go with something like that. And just to have those on the shelf is awesome, because it's just, you're going to look at it and it's going to trigger that nostalgia one way or another. And who has thousands of dollars to throw down on something like that?
I know. Yeah. Like you can look up the original Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes right now on eBay. I guarantee you, sealed, they're thousands. I'm talking several thousands of dollars probably.
I want to say like $5,200 was the last Snake Eyes I saw, but I don't know where I'm pulling that number from. It's just coming out of my head.
Yeah. So I'm very happy with the purchase, but I can't get. Look, if these were my pickups for the month, they ain't nothing Dan and Tommy would be able to present if they were real. Okay.
No, it'd be over.
But that has to be considered. These are not probably. We know for a fact this was not like his rivets. Tommy, you said the rivets were a little off on Storm Shadow.
Okay. Yeah, they're backwards. The rivets are backwards. That's the dead giveaway.
So
you know,
yeah, but that's something super cool to do too, because we can brings stuff here that we don't know if it's legit. And I'm sure there are a lot of experts out there that would be happy to assist us.
Absolutely. So that's and again, that's the beauty of bragging rights. Like, I wouldn't have bought those if it wasn't for this show. And even if they're not 100% legit, I'm still happy I bought them. You know what I mean? Because I have a wall of G.I. Joe figures over here. I have a wall of them in their packages. None of them are originals like that. They're kind of reissues. But for me to look up on my wall and see Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow in the package, regardless of that legitimacy, they're close. Like, it takes me back. Because it's something I've never seen. I have never seen Snake Eyes in a store. Back in when I was a kid, I've never seen Snake Eyes in the package. I've never seen Storm Shadow in the package. Tommy, did you ever see either one of those two back in the day when we were collecting?
No, I mean, that was before. That was
the holy grail. That was the holy grail to us.
Yeah, when we were collecting the big figure, the main heavy hitters I remember seeing in the early '80s were as far back as my memory goes, were version 3 Storm Shadow. Is it 3 with the checks on it? I can't remember. Yeah,
2.
Okay.
That's my favorite one.
86 or 87.
88.
I think it is 88. Okay.
88.
So 88 Storm Shadow and Blizzard and Jinx. Oh, and Beachhead. Those are the ones. Those are the heavy hitters. Everything else was common, like Muskrat and
Yep.
Naugahyde, all that stuff.
Yeah, this one right here is what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I have him up there, but he's not as nice as yours. Yours is pretty much pure white.
Yeah, that's my all-time favorite G.I. Joe right there. So, but that's it, man. That was awesome. It's a good pickup. I'm very happy with it. So barbecue, Storm Shadow, the bigger kind of G.I. Joe style doll. I got the 2 knockoff Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow figures, and then that little Target exclusive, the Duke and the Vamp. So pretty happy with it, my pickup so far. So that's my presentation for round 1. So
awesome.
I hope you guys in the chat enjoyed that. And that's kind of what we're going to start doing. We're going to start doing this every month. If you're just tuning in, every month we're going to be showing off our collections each month, and you guys get to vote. So next up, I'm going to see if Dan wants to go.
Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
All right.
This month, the haul was a little bit weak, but the few stuff that I got is pretty good. Well, you guys are all about toys. I'm all about the retro gaming. And I grew up mainly with the PC and Super Nintendo. But after the Super Nintendo, I got a video game console called the PlayStation. And the first item that I'm gonna show is something that's not easy to find. Even being the green label greatest hits, this is not easy to find.
Very nice pickup. Holy shit!
It's a great item. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. But enough talk. How about you?
Chat's loving it. Chat's loving it. Best game of all time.
That is nice.
It's complete with the manual. We have a Silent Hill ad here. It's the media is in pristine condition, and it's just a great game, great pickup. I'm still looking for the black label, but though I can only imagine how much that would cost.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's awesome. Nice, Dan.
I got something else too with another PlayStation game, this time with the original black label, and it happens to be my favorite game of all time.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid. And I remember when I first played this game back on my time, I was a pirate kid, and I didn't have the original game, and it didn't have the original case. And there's something on the original case right here. This little picture right here where it says Meryl, if I can get it to focus. But
there it is. Focus.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It has the frequency. If you guys already played that game, and spoiler alert, I guess, but it's been out for 20 years. But
yeah,
and there's a part of the game that you need to know that frequency, and you ask the colonel on the radio, hey, how can I know the frequency? And he says, it's on the back of the box, Snake. And you go looking around every single box in the game, and what box? Where's the frequency? Where's that box? And he's actually talking about the game box. So it's super awesome. And however, I didn't have the original box of the game because I was in my pirate ways. So yeah, that's a way that they found to copy protect the game, I guess. But yeah, just
Metal Gear Solid was like it was next level, man. It was next level. It was next level.
To me, it's the best game ever made. Hideo Kojima, it's the man. But here's the manual in great condition. There's also a Silent Hill ad because Konami was trying to push this game at all costs, and it worked because it was very successful. 2 CDs in pristine condition. I hate manipulating that stuff so carelessly this way, but I need to show it.
That is beautiful.
Super cool. I love this. Just opening those boxes and looking at this stuff. It's an experience. Nowadays, you press a button and wait for the download to complete. That's the experience nowadays. So
game manuals, man. Manuals.
So pretty happy with those pickups. I think in order of importance, this here would be my main thing of the month.
And it's got the black label, man.
The black label.
Yeah, that's crucial.
So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Very
cool. Nice. Very nice. That took me down. Man, I want to play Metal Gear Solid again. I have Metal Gear Solid. I've had it for a while, but I don't know if mine's the greatest hits or not, but I want to play it now. Now I just want to play it. I'm putting Metal Gear Solid on the TV. It's going to replace Chrono Cross now.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, man. So nice work, Dan. Nice work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, he said he didn't have a lot. He brought out the heavy hitters though, man.
Yeah, that was good.
You made it count. You made it count.
It's a few items, but those count.
That's kind of what that is. What Dan is representative of like me and Gary. Like I'll spam out 12 videos and they're all collectively can equal one Gary video. And so that's what he did. He just did a Gary video like, well, I got 1 or 2 good pickups that'll equal everything Jeremy got.
That was good.
All right. Tommy. And by the way, Tommy.
Yeah. What?
Tell them a little bit about your channel real quick, man.
Well, what you see in front of you is what I do. Basically go on game hunts, toy hunts. I go to a lot of conventions, flea markets. I just had a huge VHS pickup, over 400 VHS for $35. And so I put a video up on that. So it's really the word to describe me is sort of random. And I know YouTube isn't like, a very good place for that, but I kind of ebb and flow, man. Sometimes I'm heavy into toys. Sometimes I'm heavy into games. Sometimes right now I'm heavy into music, grunge music and stuff like that from the 90s. Like I kind of follow my passion, whatever just kind of has my attention at the moment. I go collect. So thanks King David, he subbed. So yeah, I mean, go check it out. I mean, I'm up to like 40 plus videos at this point, and that's the type of thing I'm doing. So unboxings. This weekend I'm going to Retro World Expo up in Northern Connecticut. So I'm excited about that.
We had those.
I'm excited about that, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. I've had, just to start with my pickups, I've had this game for a little while. Okay.
I've never played that.
I found it complete in box. And
so let's qualify the fact that you are a massive fan of this film. Like this is one of your favorite movies ever.
Yeah. And I'm not like a Hot Topic, fan of the film. Like I went and saw it in the theaters and fell in love with it in the theater. Yeah, when it came out. Like I'm not in there with the spikes and daddy problems or something, But yeah, I found this complete. I've always loved this movie. As you can see behind me, I have a couple complete on card figures those are the original releases
Awesome.
of Jack Skellington and Santa Jack, so they were bendy style, and just nostalgia, man. So I found this for $40. This currently sells for about $100. So,
dude, can we talk about the inflation of those prices with
insane.
retro stuff?
It's insane.
I don't know if it has something to do with the lockdowns or quarantine, but in the last 2 years, it's insane how it
I think it's a little of both. And so I've had that for a little while, but I never had anything to play it on.
He presented that one so wonderfully.
This month I picked up.
And it's the classic purple one.
It is, man. It's in an original case. It's not some bullshit aftermarket case.
It's in great condition.
Right. It's great, man. It's fantastic. So I've been playing the hell out of this. And here's the thing, guys. Have you guys ever played a Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, I'm not a big handheld gator. I have played one, but very little. Very little.
Yeah.
I have this one, the transparent ice version, and I have the SP one. Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah. So the reason this thing is almost impossible to play is because you can't see the screen unless you do this.
You modded it.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
This has an original
Awesome.
SP screen in it, so everything is OEM in there.
Fantastic.
I love it, dude. Playing this game.
Awesome.
And you know what I love about these consoles, man? I mean, I love my Switch in handheld mode, cool, whatever, but I turn this thing on and it snaps up like the game is there. I hit
just
start,
play the game. Yeah.
boom, I'm in the game, right? I'm just like there. There's Jack and I'm there. There's no BS, and I can turn it off and I'll just pick it up later.
Yeah,
so
that is awesome.
Yeah,
how it should be.
Finally got a Game Boy Advance. I've been looking for one for a while, and this is the color I wanted, and it's got the form function, and it had to have the backlit screen. So
that is awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And you can play Game Boy Color and Game Boy Classic games on that.
Yeah, exactly. It's so versatile. It's it opens up such a world of collecting for me that I've never touched. You know,
just thousands and thousands of games.
Yeah, because this generation of handhelds missed me. Like we talked about earlier, I was kind of like out of it. This is from 2000. I was out of it, so I only got back into it for this game, and this is an absolutely fantastic game. Highly recommended if you're a fan of that movie or just platformers in general. It's a really good platformer.
Nice.
Stands well on its own.
Very nice.
The next thing I picked up, I'll just show it because my final one's a banger. And I already showed this on Instagram, but I picked up the 1986 Steelheart. Let's see if we can get her to focus a little bit here. You guys tell me, is it focusing or not?
Not quite. Not quite.
Okay. I'll change the cam. I can change the cam up too. So let me try to get this, because this is like, you got to appreciate this figure here. You got to see it to appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, these Silverhawks are so freaking cool, dude.
Yeah, here we go.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Yeah, let's see. There we go.
There we go.
So,
wow, look at that.
She is gorgeous. In terms of just what happens is up here on the boobies, she loses
the boobies.
She loses the vac metal. So does her brother, Still Will. This is Steelheart. So I can try to get the focus there. It's just really hard. But anyway, she's in fantastic shape. She's a $250 figure. I was able to talk the guy down to $200 on her. So big boy purchase right there. But
you know what? It would be a super cool and eccentric, crazy thing to do with a Silverhawks toy. To have it coated on actual silver. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, they have enough problems with the vac metal. The reason with these problem with these things is like they this metal's a little bit stiffer, so they can do this. And the problem is it like breaks away in your hand over years. So if you touch them and do this, that's how you do their wings. They just break down. So
that is awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice.
No, I was super happy to pick her up. It was pretty freaking awesome.
Super awesome.
That was that.
Tommy's just flexing. He's like, I ain't got no subs. I ain't no rock star, but I'm gonna flex on these fools.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna, I didn't come here to play with you guys. You wanted to do it. This is what I do, and I'm sorry, but this is the end of the show. Maybe right here.
No. What's Tommy about to do now?
Listen. I have wanted one of these for like 30 years. Okay. Yeah. I ran into such a good deal on it. I couldn't pass it up, and I'll explain it here in a minute. But I got a Panasonic 3D.
Oh no!
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy for you and so frustrated for us.
Oh God.
Oh baby. I'm telling you what right now.
Oh
my
God.
This
Panasonic
son of a bitch.
3DO. It had Jurassic Park Interactive. It had Need for Speed.
Yep.
All those weird like games with video, full motion video.
That ain't all, because it came with a package, dude. I got
games.
I got
Gex. He's got Gex.
I got Gex. This is such a good game too. I just replayed it.
Oh, no.
And the first stage is the cemetery, so it was perfect for October. This is such a good platformer. It still holds up, and it's not even for nostalgic reasons. It's just good. Crash and burn, baby.
Oh God. I had a 3DO back in the day. You know,
you had one. I didn't have one.
Yeah, I know.
We used to play it all the time, and I never had one, and I always wanted one, but they were $700.
The fracture filter says stop it. They're dead already, dude.
I didn't get the cover art for this one, but Street Fighter 2 Turbo. This all came with the deal. I mean, this is all in the package. I haven't played this game, but it's a first-person shooter type.
I'm not aware of that one.
Yeah,
look at that box, dude.
Packages.
Look at that box.
Yeah, look at the box.
Boom, baby.
God.
The long boxes, man, you can't beat them.
You can't.
Yeah.
And a couple.
It must be a nightmare to store, though. Like, where do you put it?
I don't know yet. I'm just kinda like, I've been putting them out of my way because I knew I had to dig them back out. But boom, road rash.
Road rash.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This all came with the deal, man.
What?
Perfect.
Oh my God.
I played all these and they play perfectly.
Wow.
So it works everything.
Cool. Everything works. Everything's 100%. And I got 4 controllers with it.
What? And Need for Speed?
No.
And
Bro,
oh my God.
Need for Speed takes me back so far.
It's
back
so good, man. We sat up playing it the other night. It was just so good.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I got that, and
that's insane.
Cool, because I got, like I said, 4 controllers. And if you don't, a lot of people don't know this about the 3DO controller, but the 3DO controller back in 1993 had a headphone jack.
This is crazy, right?
In the son of a bitch, doesn't my freaking Pro controller have a headphone jack?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I'm just like, what the? And this all works, by the way. I tested all this out. So this is the version
look
1.
At Toy Hunter. Look, Tommy has established who's the pro and who are the amateurs.
Yeah.
Hey, well, he should. He's got a whole channel dedicated. He should.
Yeah.
Hey. And I'll tell you about the deal here in a minute, but I never. This is the controller I wanted because this is the one we had, and I never had this one. Now, if you see the size of those, they're different. So this one came out with the top loader version, and this one came out with the FZ10, which is the slot, the front loader, and this one came out with the FZ1, which is the top loader. But this one is like the size of a Super Nintendo controller, and I love it. Like I can't even play this one now because this one is just so comfortable in my hand.
Now, how does it feel? The directional, especially the directional.
It feels really good. It feels like a Super Nintendo controller. Like everything is there, you know, responsive.
Yeah, I never even played one 3DO.
Here's the thing: a lot of people don't know about a 3DO too, which is really annoying, actually. There's only one controller port in the front of the machine. You see? And so if you want to play 2 players, you have to hook into the top of the controller with your other
that's
controller.
So awkward.
It is really weird. And we played like this the other night, my sons and I, and it was like you're just adding a lot of weight when you do that. The controller was really heavy. So I didn't really remember that until we got into playing with it, but it was cool. Now I got all of that for $325.
What?
What?
Yeah, and here's what's better. I told you I got 4 controllers. I already sold one for $45, right? So now I'm down to 280.
Look at this comment. Look at this comment. This is why the rules are for the month's haul or not overall. Tommy would win every. Tommy would always win out there.
Exactly. Okay, Tommy. Now sing a metal song. Let's see.
Yeah.
Listen, this is what people. Tommy has taught everyone a lesson. Okay, Tommy is like, okay, so obviously, Geeks and Gamers, my channel. I got like 7 channels. Everybody knows who I am. Dan Vasc, massive celebrity, massive international megastar. Tommy, a nobody, relatively unknown in our little world. And he's like,
Christ.
I'm coming in here and I'm going to beat everybody's ass. And now everybody's going to know who I am. I'm establishing my dominance right now. He has not been intimidated or nothing. No. And now everybody's going to know who Tommy is. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's cool, man, because this is what I say to people. Like, look, don't be afraid of a big deal. If you have the money, don't put yourself in any sort of harm, dire straits over it. But for that deal, I threw down 325, and I've gotten 45 back out of it already. I've got another controller that's going to sell for 40, so now I'm 85 back on my money. And that mercenary game that I've never heard of, I'm going to sell that for like 35. So I'm going to be back 115 or some change on my money out of that 325. So really I'm paying what, 210 for all that other stuff I showed you. I'll have 2 controllers and like, and it's like games.
You're spending money in stuff you love. If you have the money, it's something that makes you happy. There are people that spend that in one night with some random girl that they want to impress, and they don't even get sex that night. And so you're spending your hard-earned money with stuff that will bring back the happiness that you spend by trying to earn that money. So dude, that's more than legit.
That's what I try to do, man, is when you start collecting, you kind of have to start small. You're probably going to pick up the things that meant something to you as a kid, and then you're going to start getting into those bigger purchases like I talked about. But there are things that I'll just throw the money down for and not worry about trying to finagle a return. But most often I'm looking for big lots of things that I can take what I want out and sell the rest. And most frequently I will sell that stuff, at a below fair market value, or I'll take it to game stores and just quick flip it. It depends on what I have going on in life at the time, but I almost always come out ahead. And so you just really, if you commit to it and you're willing to play the game and invest in it, it's a hobby. Collecting is a hobby. If you're going to do it to this level. So but it's fun, man. It's just such a cool thing to keep you off drugs, like Dan keeps saying. I don't know what the hell is going on down there.
So we have we have a poll up right now. Tommy is murdering me and Dan. I can't even get 10% on my own channel. It's in the comments. Just go to the comment section. So Tommy's, I can't even get 10% on my own fucking channel. So in all seriousness, Tommy, how many subs are you at on your channel?
Oh, I don't know, like 500.
We really need to push to get him to 1,000. Like, we need to get Tommy to 1,000 subs. Okay. I think you guys have seen now.
Get you monetized.
Yeah. He knows what he's talking about. Okay. He's clear. Again, me and him have known each other our entire lives. Okay. So Tommy is legit as they come. And now he's absolutely shown that. So, so yeah. Destruction. No doubt about that. But please,
I'm beating Jeremy. That's all.
I'm just exactly. I have no like. Did you expect anybody to vote for me anyway? Of course not. But hey, round two's coming up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. So there's your end results. Tommy won by 73%. 72 to 20 to 7. Good Lord. Okay.
Well deserved.
We wanted the show to only go like an hour, but it's probably going to go 2 hours, which is totally fine. We got 2 more rounds, so we're going to try to kind of, speed up a tad bit. But now you guys see the format, and that's what it's going to be every month. Now, the goal, we would love to do something on a weekly basis. And if this show gets enough support, then we will definitely work to make that happen. The problem is doing things on a weekly basis is, I don't know if we can afford to do something on a weekly basis. That's the whole problem.
It would have to be a lower level.
Well, we can definitely talk for a long time about one single item as it seems.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to do for the rest of this show here tonight. We figured everybody wasn't really ready with big purchases, so we would just do one round of voting, and we're going to do a couple more rounds of what we've been doing up to this point, which is just going around showing important things in our collection and talking about that stuff. So that's a lot of fun.
Tommy versus Nerdrotic.
Oh, I don't know. He's on another level. Yeah,
Tommy needs to be on FNT. Tommy's got him some fans now. But I'm really happy for this. I want Tommy to, I want people to know who he is. You're going to see him as part of Geeks and Gamers moving forward. He's always been part of Geeks and Gamers, just more so someone that, like he and I are, like I said, we've known each other forever. So
more business stuff.
I mean, he's Tommy's here and he ain't going nowhere. So I'm glad you guys are getting to know him. Okay, so now we're going to flip it up. We're going to let Tommy go first in round 2.
Right.
So now round 2 and 3 are just from our collections. It's nothing, we've picked up recently necessarily. Although Tommy's probably picked all this shit up recently as much as he collects.
I got a lot. I got a lot laying here, but just wanted to talk about some things in general. So where'd it go? Down here. I think I want to talk about some Genesis games now.
Ooh. Genesis does.
These are
don't.
These are pickups that I recently had, and I just kind of wanted to point them out. So nothing special here with Batman Forever, but it's
that game sucks. At least the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah, it does. The Genesis version is a little bit off too, but I love beat 'em ups, right? That's the reason I picked these things up.
But
I love
the value of a pickup, it's not necessarily if the game is good. Actually, bad games make great pickups. There are some awful games that are super rare, and I will give like my right arm to own. So,
100%.
When I say a game sucks, I'm not shitting on your pickup.
This game sucks. But I like to go back and play beat 'em ups that I missed. And one thing that really got me back into beat 'em ups was the Switch stuff, because if you're not familiar, like the Switch has an incredible library of beat 'em ups.
It does.
So this and I'm really into like independent games that get picked up for limited release. So this is a limited run, Streets of Red, and if you can see there, it's a horror theme. So it's got like, that's a Freddy Krueger type character there. You've got a Jason type character, all that stuff. So this is a really fun beat 'em up to play through with my kids. And now when I see beat 'em ups, I'll just grab them. And it's like, it's not a great game, but some people may have nostalgia for it. I don't have nostalgia for it. I'm a Batman and Batman Returns collector, but I saw it. It was really only, I think I paid $6 for it.
I used to read it all the time for the Super Nintendo. And the graphics remind me of Mortal Kombat. I remember saying that, hey, this looks like Mortal Kombat.
And another couple of beat 'em ups on the Switch that since I just kind of wanted to talk about beat 'em ups and the types of games that I like to play now. If you haven't played Scott Pilgrim before, you're just missing out.
I haven't played that one.
It's great, man. It's a really.
Does it have online?
There's
we could play that on Twitch sometime.
Yeah.
A lot of those beat 'em ups on the Switch have online co-op. It's great for streams.
Heck yeah, absolutely. And that's something we would love to evolve this into, where there's like some retro games that you guys like that we could stream with co-op or something, or some of these beat 'em up games. Like we would totally love to do that, you know?
Yeah, no, this is a lot of fun, man. And I look for ones, especially that are 1 to 4 players, because I have 2 sons and it's fun to play together. This one happens to be 2 players, River City Girls. This one actually is turned into a banger. This is like $100 and some odd game at this point. I picked it up for, I don't know, $50 or something shortly after release. I got a good deal on it. But this one, the Kunio-kun series and all that, the beat 'em ups on Nintendo. River City Brawl, I think it is.
River City, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, people will correct me in the chat about what that is, but that's what this is based on. Instead of the 2 guys, you're playing as their girlfriends going to rescue them. And so it's pretty cool, man. It's actually a lot of fun. It's like they're in high school and stuff, and it's got a good level up system that you can level up your character and all that stuff. So it adds an element. It's not just running through beating them up. Another quick little Genesis thing that I recently picked up, Krusty Super Fun House.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun, man. If you haven't played it. And the Simpsons games catch a lot of heat, as they should in most cases, but I'm a sucker for having them on the shelf, and I'll play them like twice and never play them again. But I mean, just having it is amazing. So I mean, I don't know, does anybody else do that?
Yes, I've got one I'm going to show everybody that I picked
all
up.
the time.
So yeah.
I mean, I don't have a lot of plans to play it, but
I
picked it up because of what it is.
Dude, it's impossible to play everything that we get. It's impossible. I have some sealed games that are sealed simply because I didn't have the time to open and play them, because I don't keep sealed games, at least on purpose.
Yeah.
So it's impossible to play everything. And by the way,
look at that. I fucked up 6 months of my life on the Simpsons.
It seems like it's easier to find Genesis games in the box, much easier than to find Super Nintendo games, right?
That's because
and I think
plastic,
it's because it's because of the plastic, because like on the plastic has also the function to store the game. You can actually fit the cartridge in there, and it holds it. The Super Nintendo is just a cardboard box.
Yeah.
So people just threw it away, but I think those Genesis boxes, you felt bad by throwing them away because they're so sturdy and well made.
Yeah, no, 100%. And actually, to that point, I will almost not collect the Genesis game if it's not in the box. I hate loose Genesis carts. I have 2 of them that one's a Mega Drive game that I just ran across, and I was like, well, it's a Mega Drive game. And another one I got as a freebie in a lot. But I almost get rid of them every time because I can't stand them. But
by Mega Drive, you mean the European version, right?
Yeah. It still plays.
Over here in Brazil was Mega Drive too.
Yeah. Which I'd like to get that console at one point, just to have it, because the Genesis is a console that holds a special place to me because I actually didn't have it growing up. Again, I think there's like a pattern here. All the shit Jeremy had, like I wanted and couldn't have and afford, so now I have it. And that's why this is off my shelf, and this is a banger. And
oh my god, look at the nostalgia.
Yeah, look at the box art, man. I mean, nothing. This is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. All of the Black Grid Genesis games are some of my favorite games. Cover art just because of the simplicity of them. Yeah. And
oh gosh, man.
Yeah, this game is hard, dude. This game, you talk about hard games, this game's hard. I tried playing it at the beginning of October, and I was like, this is fucking hard, man. I want to play something else. So I started playing Gex. But this one is complete, which is
awesome.
It's in pristine condition. This one is a $100+ game. And again, the way I got this one was I sometimes find games in the thrift for like $1 or $2, and I'll take them to a game store and trade them in if they trade at like $5 or something. And I found a bunch of Lego games. They gave me about $5 a piece on credit, so I had about $15. and they had this sitting on the shelf for $70. I traded them for it, so with tax and everything, I paid just under 60. And this is at the beginning of the pandemic, and now this game is $100 game. So it's like I wouldn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
nuts.
insane.
So yeah, but just some stuff out of my collection that I really like, that holds a special place in my heart, and beat 'em ups and black box, black grid, Genesis games. And I think the reason is because the year that Jeremy got his Genesis for Christmas, I remember I was there and he got his Genesis, and I got a fucking hamster that year. So, so I was like, man, what the? I didn't remember, like, why did I get a hamster? So I always wanted to have
I imagine little Jeremy like playing Genesis, and you're like holding this.
I was looking at the
rat.
I literally had it sitting up on his desk, and it was going on its wheel and shit. That's all it did. You can't do anything with it.
Okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. All right. Was that your final presentation for round 2?
Yeah, just some stuff to show.
All right, so I'll go next. I got a few things I'll show off, and a lot of it's in spirit of what Tommy, showed. But I do have one. I'm gonna drop a nuke on Tommy.
Yikes.
But the first thing I'm gonna show everybody something I recently picked up a few months ago, and that is TNC Surf Design in the box for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it is in really, really good condition.
Make herself
really
full screen.
Good. Okay, here.
Now, what kind of box is that? Does it have any branding on it? Because and I've never seen it before.
I've never seen that kind of box. Is it those rental store boxes?
It feels like it, and then because it's got so it's got.
Yeah, you said it had not been cut. It wasn't like cut.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
It's got the instruction manual. It's got everything holding it. I mean, I love this game. I don't know if anybody's played this one, but oh my god, I love TNC Surf Design.
Lots of love in the chat for that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Super cool.
you think that one got some love? You ready for the next one?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You ready for the next one?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Oh
shit,
man.
Oh god, it's good that you have the plastic. Yeah. It's good that you don't dare to touch it with your dirty,
because
mortal
it's got the instruction manual. It's got everything.
Oh man,
damn.
It's not sealed, but it's pretty damn close to being sealed.
That's awesome. There. Looks great.
That is freaking nice.
That is what I'm talking about right there. I know the chat's gonna love that one.
Yeah,
now, is it
awesome.
better? Is it better than Mario Kart 64? A lot of people think it is.
Yes. Mario Kart 64 is my least favorite Mario Kart. That doesn't mean I don't like it, because I very much do. But I think Diddy Kong is a better game than Mario Kart 64. I do.
Right.
Now.
Right.
Now here's. I'm about to drop the nuke now. Okay. You ready for the nuke? Are you ready for the nuke? Okay. You ready for this?
Yeah.
TurboGrafx 16, baby.
God damn it.
What?
Nice.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
So Jeremy strikes back.
Controller.
Oh my god. Look at this square controller.
And we got some games. This all came with the purchase. Okay. We got Final Lap. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Racing game. Okay.
Cool.
We've got Keith Courage.
Okay. Oh man, yeah.
But to finish off this beauty right here, you know what I'm about to show, Tommy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm about to show, don't you, Tommy?
Yeah.
Splatterhouse, boys.
Oh man, this is great.
Splatterhouse.
Nice.
Woo!
This is an exclusive, right?
Let's see. There was some re-releases, I think, but at the time
actually, it was. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that. I think the first one on Genesis was Splatterhouse 2. So
okay,
yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like it came out maybe on one other thing, but TurboGrafx 16 is pretty much the way to get that.
I've only seen the TurboGrafx version. That's awesome.
It's such a cool system, man. Such a cool system.
So there we go.
Yeah.
And the cartridges are so practical. It's just like it's like a card. It's just
it's even got the plastic, everything, for like a little plastic sleeve that it comes in.
Oh, like, that's awesome, man.
This is legit as hell right here.
Oh god.
This is legit as hell. So,
yeah, that's system, man. It gets expensive because they have it comes with like an RF cable, and then to get the AV out, you have to get the booster, and then to save, you have to get a booster plus, and it's like, damn, I got my eye on one.
Well, so the 3DO is, I actually, like, I don't know if I want a 3DO more than a TurboGrafx, but I know for a fact, like, I never owned a TurboGrafx 16 back in the day. I did own a 3DO, but I never owned a TurboGrafx. So having that, pretty damn cool. So,
awesome.
So that's that. I did want to show off these just as little compliments, nothing really anything, but I didn't know these really were a thing until several years ago. I mean, but not in the day but these GI Joes, Street Fighter GI Joes. This is like, that's Guile.
Cool.
Yeah. Shang Tsung, Chun Li. Like, like these are awesome. You know what I mean? And I would love if they would make more like that, like in that 3 3/4 line. But yeah, there's my round 2. And I'm happy with that. I love the TurboGrafx 16. I think it's a fantastic system, and a lot of people probably aren't aware of it. But there we go on that. So, man, this is a fun show.
Yeah,
I did not know Tommy was going to drop that 3DO. I didn't know Dan was going to be dropping these freaking PlayStation classics, and it's so good, man. So I love it. I love it. Dan, what you got?
All right. So for my round 2, I got a trilogy of games that pretty much got me into the NES, because I started with the Super Nintendo first. I wasn't an NES kid. My first video game was already the Super Nintendo, but after I grew old and gray, I played those games. Let me take them off of the thing to present them properly. So
I don't want to have the camera on you until you get it all. And, all right, here we go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Castlevania. Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
And
Those are nice.
They're in great condition. And they are let me see if I can show this here. The exclusive Brazilian version in Portuguese. You cannot find this anywhere else. This is Brazilian Portuguese, and it was released by a company called Playtronic here in Brazil. All of them are. We got a lot of cool exclusive stuff here in Brazil, and I'm gonna show some other stuff regarding that later. But yeah, this is a trilogy that got me into the NES. Now, what I have here, this is what I would consider my main submission for this round. It was my first video game console ever. My father got it to me when I was like 5 years old. Unfortunately, it's not my original from my childhood, because my grandmother threw it on the ocean. So I bought it.
Wait.
Again. Yeah, that's it.
You got to back that now.
My grandmother threw it on the ocean. I'll show you what it is.
Okay. You think it was a curveball there? Like, wait, what?
It's so random. I can't go past it.
It's just what happened. My grandmother threw it on the ocean. But this is complete in box from 1989. The original brick-like black and white, actually more 4 ugly shades of green.
Damn,
that is nice.
And it's complete in box. This is just the box. The full stuff is here. It's in great condition.
Oh man, yeah, that's really good.
That is amazing.
On the plastic, documentation is complete.
Ooh. Wow. Very
it's
nice.
Great. It plays great too. It has a couple of those lines that usually show up on the vertical.
Mm-hmm.
But this is there are actually tutorials on the internet that you can use to fix yourself. It's pretty easy. And a few of my highlights for my Game Boy Classic collection. I don't. You kids keep arguing between Pokemon, blue or red. Give me a break. Okay? I'm all about Pokemon Yellow. This here is Donkey Kong. Nice. It's based on the original Donkey Kong from the arcade, but they transform it like they transform it like in a puzzle game. It's super creative, and of course, Zelda Link's Awakening. Let me take this out of this.
Very nice.
This is in great condition.
That is awesome.
The label is glowing. If I can get it to focus. Yes. Look. Look at that shine.
Pretty. Yeah, that's
it's like new.
That is perfect.
Super cool. So yeah, that was my
nice.
First video game console ever. But my grandmother threw it on the ocean, unfortunately.
When you said that, I'm like, wait, what's going on?
It makes a little more sense now.
Yeah, it does now. Yeah. Absolutely
does. Yeah.
All right. So you've seen round 2. I think that's definitely going to come down to, and Tommy was just showing some stuff off, but you got the TurboGrafx 16, with Splatterhouse versus the Game Boy Advance in the box.
Three great video game systems.
Dude.
Cool.
The Game Boy Advance in a box. I'm not sure I can beat that one. Yeah. But TG16 with Splatterhouse. This is $100 game, man. Right here. That's $100 game. So, but I personally I have a Game Boy back here. That Game Boy, but my God, in the box, and that's perfect. It's pretty much perfect, right?
Box. It's great. There's a little bit of signs of the times here, but look at that.
Yeah, no, that's
still shiny.
That puts me on such a nostalgia trip, dude.
Yeah, super cool.
Because when you saw that box art back in the day, it transformed you. You're like, oh my God, I can play video games on the go.
It's like from the future.
Yeah, no, everything about that. Oh yeah, it's so good, so good. So, hell yeah, man. All right, so we're gonna give you guys a few minutes to finish up voting. Right now, it's kind of a shift from the last round almost, where Dan is Tommy, I'm Dan, and Tommy is me. That's kind of how that looks.
Yeah, well, I didn't know we were voting this round either.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I thought.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah,
well, now you know. So the last round, I got something. I got something good. So
okay.
But look, we don't know what we're doing. You ever seen Friday Night Tights? We don't plan shit out.
It's not like it matters.
Yeah, no. But starting next month officially, and we're always we're gonna obviously respect our own rules, gentleman's agreement, everything. So from this point forward to the end of November, we can only present, for the competitive aspect, we can only present what we picked up from November 1st to the end of November, and then we'll be back December 1st. Now, that doesn't mean we can't show things from our collections just as part of discussion pieces, because we want to do that. But that's going to be the rule for.
That's going to be a big draw of this show. You know what I mean? Just talking about stuff that we collect that isn't really worthy of voting necessarily, or that to that level, but just stuff to share the nostalgia and the connection with people and talk about.
Absolutely.
Let me get to a couple super chats really quick. Let's see. I don't know how to say the name. LAI Dart. For it looks like, I don't know if that's Czech, $100. But I found my old Windows 98 install CD the other day and immediately thought of Dan Vasc. Awesome show, guys. Great start to my birthday. Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Awesome,
I have my original Windows 98 second edition CD too.
I hope you guys.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, thanks for sharing your birthday with us here on this show. It's awesome because I think
super awesome.
what we hoped when we set this show up was, like, I think about myself. If I was on the other end of this right now, I would probably be sitting down with some food and just watching and hanging out and enjoying the vibe. And that's really what it's all
Maybe
about.
cleaning your games, dusting your collection, repairing your controllers,
hanging out, man, just enjoying talking about the stuff. So I appreciate everybody that's here, and especially making it a routine thing, coming in and hanging out with us and hanging out with on your birthday. That's awesome. That's just awesome.
Heck yeah. We're happy to so Dan officially wins 70%, Jeremy 21%, Tommy 7%. Nice. Dan Vasc bringing it back.
Yeah. I think the story about my grandma helped.
Yeah. You can't
beat that. A near mint Game Boy is hard to beat. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I mean that's no coming. Yeah.
That's pretty hard to beat. Sensei Sharkbait, I started collecting Transformers because I didn't get very many as a kid. Love that my son is enjoying them. Well, that is awesome to hear. And passing that along to your kids, it's a great thing, man. Wolverine Snick says, new barbecue is dope. I made a reveal video about the classified barbecue here on YouTube, so we'll go check that out. Wolverine SNIKKT. This new barbecue is really cool. I like it. Barbecue is one of my favorite G.I. Joe characters. And this is a right on point with Barbecue's character. I mean, I have Tommy, I think you have a complete barbecue. I have a complete barbecue over here on the shelf as well. Love this dude. I love this so much. Yeah, there he is right there. So there's the OG barbecue. And then you've got this, the classified, if I can get and so they did a fantastic job with this, man.
That well, but
yeah, it's fine.
You get the point.
They did a great job with this. So I'm very happy with this classified barbecue. Very happy. Let's see. Radio, I think that's how you say it, or radio. Dan casts Metal Gear Solid and takes 100% of Jeremy's HP. Yeah, man, destroyed me. Let's see, Samurai Vader. Now it's my turn. This is my Meta B from wait. What's up, Samurai Vader? Claudio, random, but you guys got Power Rangers toys. I was never into Power Rangers growing up. That wasn't my thing. I was G.I. Joe, Transformers, Silverhawks. So I don't know about you guys. Well, Tommy, I'm pretty sure
I used to have a couple. So. Those that would turn their heads inside their bodies and change. Like there's a version without the mask, without the helmet, and then with the helmet. They would turn inside themselves and change heads.
Power Rangers was just a little outside of the window when I was into I was into like more heavily into sports at that time and everything. So I was out of that phase for that short period of time. So, but I respect Power Rangers 100%. And something I know there's a big market out there for. Yep. See, Enoch Maman says Dan's grandma was apparently the old lady from Titanic. His Game Boy, unlike Celine Dion's heart, did not go on.
Unfortunately,
it's probably still working at the bottom of the ocean somewhere.
Yeah. I heard
that. There's a story about that Game Boy that survived a bomb explosion on Iraq or something.
Nintendo New York.
Yep. It's in Nintendo New York.
Insane.
I saw it when I was recently there. Darian Murphy, the competitive aspect of this show is epic. Had no idea I would enjoy it this much. Hey, that's what we're here to do.
Yeah,
I mean, competition
is a great idea. That was Jeremy's idea.
Don't give me credit. I don't need credit.
But the whole idea about the show was mine. So.
Take it all back for Dan. No, Dan came with the original idea to kind of formulate this. Like, hey, let's do some kind of retro thing. And then, I told him about Tommy. And then when Tommy found out Dan knew who he was, Tommy's like, I've been listening to Dan for fucking years. What the fuck? Dan knows who I am. And then, of course, and then Tommy is borderline expert in the field. I mean, it's not something he's been doing like at the level he's at now for a long time. But now that he's been really getting his feet into him, he's always been part of this world, and he follows this world far more closely than I do. And so Tommy, like I said, when I had that G.I. Joe thing, I called him up and I was like, what do you think about this? And it's like, because I kind of, like I said, I didn't want to present it until I showed it at the show because I'm like, I got a Snake Eyes on Storm Shadow. But it's like, I'm on the fence. I called Tommy and he's like, yeah, pretty sure that Storm Shadow is not legit. Snake Eyes maybe, but Storm Shadow not. But it's because he knows all the details and follows all these different pages and fan communities, and he knows these things. So obviously, Tommy being a good fit, and then somewhere along the way, I came up with the whole competition aspect and the name and all that. But it's a joint effort. We all made this happen, and I'm couldn't be happier to be here with these guys.
Shout out to Matt Price on our graphic design team for coming up with the logo. I shot him over some ideas.
It turned out great.
Shot him over some ideas about what we were looking for, and he just took it and knocked it out of the park. So I think that's like, just brings you right into the space of what you're going to see. So
100%. So we're happy about it. We're excited, and it's going to be a monthly thing. And then as it hopefully, if it gains, steam, we can do more with it. We're going to bring guests on. I saw Quarter Black in here. Maybe we get Quarter Black Garrett as our guest for next month. We'll have to kind of see like who wants to kind of bring their retro haul. And I'm excited about it. Chris Marcella, Jeremy, when you went to the Nintendo store in NYC, did you get to see the Game Boy that survived the Gulf War bombing and still works? Absolutely, I did. I just mentioned that. And it's super cool to see that, man. It's a humbling thing to see. Very humbling. ZE Eduardo 94. When is the only time Emperor Palpatine is not in control? When he wants to play Dungeons and Dragons, goes to his assistant, hands him the GM guide, and says, "Rule it, rule it." Dude, they love your. This is
going too far, and I like it. Keep it going.
Love it. Yeah, I mean, obviously with the people that we know, like having Gary on here, having Robert Meyer Burnett. I mean, I know they do Hot Toys.
Everybody.
I know Hot Toys. Hot Toys is fantastic. I love that show that Robert and Az are doing, and we could do a lot. So this is great, man. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive and everything. Okay, final round. So let's see. I went first round, second, so I'll go third. So Dan goes first. So Dan, you got to go first in the final round.
Okay.
If you need a few minutes, that's fine. I don't know if you're ready. So I was just thinking about it. Like, how did we do so?
I'm ready. I'm gonna start with a little bit of an oddity here. But you guys remember? I think it still exists. The PC Gamer magazine.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. So this is a Brazilian oddity. I think it's exclusive to Brazil because I've never seen it anywhere else. We used to have a branch of the PC Gamer magazine called CD Expert. And it was like a PC Gamer magazine with a full game. Remember those
nice.
demo CDs?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. PS1 had
those. But we used to have the CD Expert branch that used to come with a full game in it, and it's like at the time it was the equivalent of about $6. So for $6 you would get a magazine, a demo CD, and a full video game.
God,
for the
man,
PC.
Those are the days right there.
So
those were
this
the
is
days.
insane. This is absolutely insane. And it's like I discovered so many gems through that CD Expert magazine. And this is one of them. This is called Twin Sense Odyssey, Little Big Adventure 2. And it actually got me to procure the big box version of it. And I bought this sealed. And I broke the seal, but I was the first owner. And it was sealed for, like, this is from 97. It was sealed for more than 20 years. And it's a fantastic game. I love those packages when it's like, we don't have enough space for marketing. Let's have an extra thing inside. Wow. So yeah, those old PC game boxes, it's where it's at, man. I love them.
Awesome.
And the soundtrack of this game was made by a French gentleman called Philippe Vacchi, and he recently did a remake. He released a remake of the soundtrack with real orchestra sounds, which I got here on
Very
CD.
nice.
The Little Big Adventure soundtrack, symphonic, suite, and original soundtracks on CD.
That's awesome.
And on vinyl.
Ooh, nice.
So cool, man.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
vinyl, man.
shit.
This is another thing. There are 2 discs inside, and it's fantastic. And I also got
Dan bringing it all out.
Yeah.
What's he got now?
music box with the soundtrack. So as you guys can see, I'm a fan.
Oh yeah,
LBA
all
theme.
in.
Let me see if I.
Can you hear it?
Awesome. Yeah, we can. Damn. Okay,
Yes.
That's pretty great. That's pretty great.
Okay, how do I make stop? I'll just put it. I don't know how to make a stop. Okay, I'll just put it back here. I'll just wait. But yeah. So this is a little bit of my obsession with this game. All because, and it's still playing, all because of this magazine. And I have a bunch of them over here. If I had a second camera, you guys would be able to see. But I have a few that are still sealed. And my final submission, let me put this away from the microphone. My final submission for this round is the only video game that our boy Steven Spielberg did.
Oh wow.
This is
Holy
The Dig.
shit.
It's a game made
That's
by
awesome.
Steven Spielberg. So as you can probably guess, it has a great story.
Yeah.
And this is the Brazilian version. It's in Portuguese, in Brazilian Portuguese. And a great thing about those Brazilian Portuguese games, they were usually released by this company called Brasssoft. And it was super cool. I'm so thankful for these guys because it allowed children like me who didn't know any English to play those games, story-based games. A lot of them point-and-click adventure games, and understand the story, understand what's going on. And it has the extra marketing thing going on. It was like, this is 1995, and it was, the graphics were crazy for that time, so colorful, and it was fully voice acted, by the way. And the best thing, it's still sealed.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
So it's sealed since 1995. Here's the other seal, unbroken.
I love that.
Okay, that's fucking great. That's great.
So
I love
yeah,
that.
those are my submissions for this
Wow.
round.
Yeah,
Very
that's awesome.
nice.
A lot of love
That's
for
my
Dig in the chat, man.
PC gamer.
Yeah.
Side.
That is crazy good. That was a
Yes.
hell of a strong final round, Dan Vasc.
Yeah.
Very,
No,
very
oh,
nice
well.
indeed.
Do you
Very
pretty
nice.
much? Do you pretty much play primarily disc-based games, or drive diskette, I guess, or
Diskette,
CD?
yeah, I chose the Windows 98 precisely because it is on that sweet spot that still has support for those really old diskette MS-DOS games.
Mhm.
So it gives me this really it has a lot of games for it. I can play Windows 95 games, Windows 3.1 games, MS-DOS games. So I can have only one retro computer. Maybe I don't have access to a lot of the Windows XP games that don't work on Windows 98, but those I can play on a modern computer. Those I don't feel the personal need to play on a CRT and an old computer. So
Yeah.
Windows 98 is where it's at for me. I can play those diskette games just fine on MS-DOS.
Yeah, no, I can appreciate that. I always wonder because, like, I know the is it the Odyssey, or when you get back into those consoles, that was before me, and I know they have disk rot issues, with their games.
But those Odyssey, that sort of stuff, this is another level of retro.
Yeah.
Like this, we're going to the 80s, and like it's so. I don't have a lot of nostalgia for that. Eventually, I'll start. Eventually I'll start to,
You'll be
to
there.
get into it simply because it's a never-ending hole that you keep digging. But this is another level of expertise.
That's good stuff right there.
No, that's good. I always like to learn something, and I know that you have disc rot with some things, so I'm curious like how that transfers over, because physical media, unfortunately, are going away. So
even normal CDs are subject to disc rot. Unfortunately,
sad.
Yeah,
it's going in a couple hundred years. Those won't work anymore.
Yep.
So we need to back this shit up.
Yeah.
Put it on the internet and preserve it.
Absolutely, and that's one thing I think we're big advocates of, preserving our retro games and movies and toys and anything else that is sentimental to you.
Absolutely.
I think that's important. So nice job, Dan Vasc. All right, so TommyTron.
Is it me?
Okay. I went second, or I went first, second, so then I should go third. So so you went last the first round.
Yeah, I got some games here I was gonna kind of run through, and then some VHS pickups, because I wanted to kind of encompass some of the things I've been doing recently that didn't make it to a video, or didn't these are more recent pickups, but they maybe didn't warrant being in a competition itself. But anyway, I know that not a lot of people.
Oh God, I love that game so fucking much.
Yeah,
I love that game. So
not a lot of people have it.
I love it. I have it on Dreamcast and PlayStation. I love it.
Everyone was trying to be Mario Kart. At that time.
That's
pretty cool.
Man, I love kart-based games because of Mario Kart. OG Mario Kart. Obviously played it to death. So all these games, like, I don't mind them being spin-offs because I love it. And nothing ever captures the Mario Kart essence, but it's fun, man. This one is not as good as the Dreamcast version.
Yeah, Dreamcast version is better.
Yeah, the fidelity is much better on Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was just a better console in general compared to the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. It was so ahead.
Yeah, and Dreamcast is something I don't have right now, something that is on my agenda to get one day, so I have to get it on what I have to play with. But I talked about, picking up weird, odd Simpsons games. This is one that is so stupid, and
that cover is amazing.
It is. That's why I bought it. It's fun to like goof around with some like little kids if you have little kids, but if you're actually trying to play it to be like a wrestling game, you're not doing it right. Like this sucks for that. It gets a lot of heat online, but it is it's stupid fun, man. It's just a lot of fun to have a game like this that you could turn on and just kind of go mindless and play. And the Simpsons is just, it looks so good on a shelf all over. So that was another recent pickup. So got into kind of a PlayStation mood. And have you guys ever seen this?
Yes, I had it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like the what is the game?
Vigilante. Yeah, Vigilante 8. Yeah,
but with Star Wars.
Yeah, no,
it's insane.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man, and I found it for a really good price, and so picked it up, here recently, and it's just a lot of fun, something stupid to have.
Hell yeah!
I used to play that with my buddies all the time, and we would like cuss at each other so angrily. We would get so mad at each other. That's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people saying they played it in the chat. Awesome game. Yeah, I agree. It's fun. And it's fun because I can break these things out and tell my kids who are teenagers, like, look,
oh man,
back when this came out, we were like, graphics will never get better than this. Like,
yeah.
This is the peak
performance. Life, man.
The peak. It looks real. How can it get any more real? So when we saw this, it was just like, no, this is it.
Yeah. And by the way, F's in the chat for LucasArts. Rest in peace.
Yeah, absolutely.
The dig is also LucasArts.
Yeah.
Now it's Lucasfilm Games.
Yeah.
Dan Bass trying to get F's in the chat when I'm presenting, but not him.
You figured it out. Damn.
Let's see. Got a couple of Nintendo and Super Nintendo games I want to talk about. So
awesome.
this is one that I love.
Oh, Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck is such an odd little thing.
Yes.
You know, I remember watching it. I loved it, the cartoon as a kid, and never had the game, but picked the game up, and it's a really fun platformer, man. It has a lot to offer. So, yeah, a lot of people saying they own it. You know, I had the game, and so yeah, this is fun, man. This one is shot up too. This one's really expensive right now. I don't know the price on it. I'd say probably 70 plus. And maybe somebody knows.
It's probably because of the Angry Video Game Nerd. He did a video on it.
Oh, okay.
Gave it a big
boost. Pretty much all games that AVGN does, they go up in price tremendously.
Yeah. Here's one that I saw mentioned in the chat already. I had planned to talk about it just because it was such a big part of my childhood. Yeah. Just Clay Fighter. This was one of the first games I bought when I bought my Super Nintendo, just because of the nostalgia factor. Like, I used to think, you talk about graphics, and I was a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. You know, there's a character in here, the Scarecrow or the Pumpkinhead, whatever his name is. He looks like Jack Skellington. And so I was like, the graphics, you know, the graphics are next level on that. Here's a game not a lot of people know about. Street Racer. So has anybody played this?
What is Street Racer?
Yeah, I never heard of it.
This is another kart-based game. And basically you are, and I can't really get it to focus right now. I'd have to go to another camera, but you've got like a Frankenstein character. You've got like a hot rod guy type character. There's like like an E-Honda type character from Street Fighter. And you're in the cart, and you're an oversized character. A lot of people say they played it. And you have these like whips or chains, and that's your weapon. So you kind of ride by it, and you use the left or right trigger, and you're like whack them with the whips. But it's awesome. It's just like Mario Kart. You know, it all uses that same engine, so you're kind of like just following the track along as it goes. So it's a really fun game, man. If you like kart racers, this is a hidden gem. It is a little bit pricey, not too bad, but it's not one that can be had for super cheap.
Wait a minute. Is that that's not the one I was asking you about? No, that's not it. There's another game on Super Nintendo. There's a kart racing-esque game. I talked to you about this. Is it Rock and Roll Racing, I think?
Rock and Roll Racing.
That one's like a Micro Machines top-down type thing.
I've never played it, and
like isometric, and it has like a bunch of heavy metal songs, actual heavy metal songs, like Iron Maiden. And
so like it's like RC Pro-Am. It's like an RC Pro-Am style game. I want Rock and Roll Racing. I've never played it, and I want that. I can't find it. Can't find it anywhere.
I can't find it either. I have a reproduction copy here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't find an original.
What were you, Tommy? What were you showing?
We've probably talked about that one too, just because of what it is.
Is it good? Is it good? I'm gonna have to find that one. I wasn't aware of Street Racer.
It's really good.
Cool as hell. That's cool as hell.
Yeah, it's really good. That one was kind of dirty when I got it, and I cleaned it up a little bit, so I got it at a good price. But another thing that I want to talk about real quick is something that I want the boxes for these one day, the original boxes, but these are huge for me. Right?
Yeah, I have both of them. Yeah, I don't have the boxes, but I have both of them.
For this one, I have the manual and stuff.
Oh, that's nice.
So I got, they came with these little bit boxes, and these things are cool,
there's that box again.
Yeah, these are cool. These are called bit boxes, and so they're kind of reproduction artwork on there. But I'm telling you what, man, as shelf backers, they usually sit up on my G.I. Joe shelf. These look just freaking insane.
Those games are so good.
Awesome.
Those games are so good as a G.I. Joe fan anyway.
Okay, so those plastic boxes for the NES are reproductions then?
These are. I don't know about the one Jeremy's got.
I don't know about this one, because this one, I had TNC Surf Design when I was little, and I don't remember it. I feel like it came in a case like this when I was younger, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't remember But this seems to be very authentic to.
Yeah, and it seems better because I have a rental store box here for Chrono Trigger, and
it's made
but
for it, so.
it's like it's not as cool. It's not as pristine as yours. Like yours has a place to hold the game. Mine doesn't. The game's just loose inside.
I will say, looking at the outer perimeter of this does not look like it's 30-something years old. So this looks like this was remade.
Yeah,
it's a mystery.
But it's still a cool
someone
piece,
knows
so.
in the chat,
Billy Go Boom says TNC Surf came in a standard NES box. Okay, so there you go.
So there you go.
It did come in a standard NES. I couldn't remember because it was so long ago.
Yeah. But anyway, those are beautiful regardless.
Yeah, they are. They are. When me and Tommy were in Salem, I picked up a bunch of those like N64. Or no, was it Super Nintendo? Kate? I don't remember. I haven't even opened yet. But you know what I'm talking about, Tommy? What was it?
Yep.
I think it was Super Nintendo because I got a lot of Super Nintendo cartridges that I don't.
No,
have
they're
the plastic ones
the
with
plastic
the Nintendo
cases for the Nintendo for the NES. Yeah,
for the NES.
The red logo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
just for those. So
dude, Street Racer. I want to play that now, Tommy.
Yeah, it's good, man. You should.
Look at Quarter Black. He said he wants to come on next month. So.
You're welcome.
I'll just flash through real quick. I want to talk about, because I had that big VHS pickup. I wasn't going to talk about the whole thing on here or anything, but I wanted to bring a couple gems that kind of kickstarted a new collection for me, which is like what this shelf is going to be, which is like sports type videos and music type videos. And I was already collecting cassettes, but I'm about to go off the deep end on that stuff. So I picked these up. Michael Jordan,
Fly With Me.
Come Fly With Me. This thing is in like mint condition.
You remember how much I watched that shit when
we used to watch this till the tape.
I know it, dude. We used to watch it on repeat. And then we'd go out there and I'd beat Tommy's ass in basketball, and it was great.
Nah, but that's fine. Yeah.
Oh my God. Michael Jordan's Playground.
And these two, right? And what's cool about these is they have the Wheaties and the Hanes advertisement on it. You can find them without, but I think they're cooler with.
They are cooler with.
And so it's cool,
That's
man.
nice.
These even have the like little proof of purchase still on there.
That's awesome.
And whatnot. And they're just in pristine shape.
Hell yeah.
Also got this Space Jam.
The real Space Jam, the only Space Jam.
Actual Space Jam, yeah.
What's cool about this is you can find Space Jam for a quarter, right? But it's always in that clamshell. This is like a very limited release of the cardboard sleeve. So I don't like clamshells a lot, but I like that. And then the two kind of music VHS that got me going were this freaking Soundgarden Motor Vision is just killer, man. Look at that. And this has
Cornell.
Yeah, this was like a giveaway. You can see it says compliments of like a radio station right there. So that's cool, man. This wasn't even like, purchased. It was like a giveaway thing.
That is awesome.
And then Michael Jackson, the legend continues. But
that is awesome.
Yeah, so that's some of the VHS stuff I've been getting to. But what I really wanted to show you guys was a pickup that I had.
What?
Yeah. This is cool. Okay. This is
Aladdin.
An original 1988. I picked this up in a lot. I got this, a Ninja Turtles lunchbox, and a G.I. Joe one. And here's the thermos from the G.I. Joe one, just so you see. I mean, that thing's kick ass.
That is amazing.
In and of itself. It's got Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes is on there. Where's he at? There he is, right beside Storm Shadow. You can see him right there.
That is awesome.
So that's awesome in and of itself. Okay, but I picked this up in a lot. I paid $30 for those three lunch boxes.
That
was going to be a great deal no matter what. Okay, but when you start looking at lunch boxes, one thing you'll notice is the back is always scratched up because that's where the little kids laid it down and slid it.
Yeah.
The first thing I noticed when I picked this up is like almost no scratches. Okay. Which is kind of weird. It's not usual. This thing's from 1988. So I opened it up, and of course the thermos is inside. I knew that when I bought it. I'm always prepared to clean these things up really well. Okay, because they get like stains on them, especially if there was a colored drink or something like that. So you're always kind of going into it and you're going to clean out the little nooks and crannies of it. So I open it up to try to, clean it up. And especially up here in the threads where you're going to run into some of that stuff, and in the threads inside the cap. But it was all pristine. And I was like, what's going on? It's brand new.
It's unused.
Never been used.
Wow. Insane.
Still has the advertisement stuff inside.
Wow.
So
no spit on it.
Yep. Never used.
Wow.
Brand new. It's got 1988 advertisement right here.
Fantastic.
You can get some Jiffy Pop if you take that. and some Skippy or whatever you need to get right there. Brand new. So that's the kind of stuff I love finding, man, is little hidden stuff like that. How many? I've never even seen one unused.
That's what's beautiful about retro shopping, man. You never know what you're going to run into. That is awesome.
I don't even know what I'd charge for something like that, or what you would pay for something like that, because I've never seen one. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Very
the
nice.
Lunchbox in and of itself would be about $45-$50, but unused, who knows?
Hell yeah. Very nice. Man. Very nice. That was awesome.
Awesome. Fantastic.
And look, the other day, we are here for you guys. You guys are enjoying the show. We're seeing your enthusiasm, and that's fun. All we want, and I look forward to this. We've been really excited about this show, and yeah, man, like that was great. Like both Dan's and Tommy's were awesome. And like I said, just seeing that, like seeing an unopened thermos, from from Nintendo. I mean, it's just crazy. Like that is, oh my gosh, that's crazy. So My Dirty Home says, do you flip, Tommy, or just collect?
So I don't flip for the sake of flipping, but when you're into collecting, you have to take things and you buy things that you don't want in lots, and you end up moving those so you can free up money to buy other things. Like I just did that with all those VHS. I didn't make a ton of money off those. I made, $50 or something, but I got rid of them, and I kept about 60 or 70 that I wanted. So they're free. So I'll do that with things, I'll sell them below market value, what they're for. If I don't have a collector friend looking for them, if I have a collector friend looking for them, then I usually hook them up first.
Right on. Yeah. I mean, Tommy and I, we exchange stuff like on like the classified stuff with G.I. Joe, like the Snake Eyes thing. Tommy's got me stuff, looking out for your friends, looking out for your bros. That's what it's all about. So, all right. So my final presentation, and for the record, like we're going to start this regularly a little later, and like probably another hour or two later. Like I'm kind of pressed for time because as soon as this ends, I'm going to be on the road heading to Arizona. I got a 25-hour drive ahead of me. It's going to be pretty tough for sure. But, but normally this show can go on as long as you guys want it to go on, relatively speaking, so we'll answer questions, super chats, all that. We'll take ideas. This is your show. We're here to be the presenters, but you guys, this is your show. It is. So, okay. So first,
we're humble servants.
Yes, absolutely. So first up, I want to show in the package Street Fighter right here. Let me get the full screen. Tommy, did you know I have this one?
Nice. I probably have seen it once before. Yeah, but that is nice, man. You don't see them that often.
Nice. Sealed. Oh man, I wish they would do more of stuff like this with like other lines. That is so freaking badass.
That is good, man, because it's just like a cultural collision,
I mean, right there, you've got all the stuff on the back. He's got his file card. I mean, this is amazing right here. There's several more that I've seen, but they're pretty pricey from time to time. But that is badass. Next up, I think Tommy's seen this one. I don't know, but I'm pretty fucking proud of it. G.I. Joe Resolute.
Oh man.
In the package.
Wow.
No, I hadn't seen that. That's nice.
In the package. What?
That is nice.
Oh my god, this is amazing. Look at this.
Oh
again.
my god.
All right.
How amazing it is to see grown man just like
Yeah, Cobra Commander
pitching their
nice,
voices.
dude.
Oh my
Such
gosh.
is the excitement.
Oh, I love it so much. I love it. Oh,
like
This
that
is
Cobra
what is
Commander.
best in life.
G.I. Joe Resolute. If you
Yeah.
have not seen it, it is definitively better than any live action G.I. Joe. Okay,
It's not even close. I mean,
it's not even close.
yeah.
It's not even close. So let's run through a couple more. I'm sure a few of you know this one. Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast.
Shit. When it
What?
all started.
What?
Where it all
Nice.
started.
Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast.
Man. And that shows how
Instruction manual.
advanced.
Instruction
No.
manual. What?
Dang, that is nice, dude.
And that shows
That
how
is awesome.
advanced that console was. That
Mhm.
while we were playing Tekken on the PlayStation,
Yep.
guys were playing Soul Calibur
And I do have a
on the Dreamcast.
I do have a Dreamcast. Now this is a game that I don't think a lot of people are going to know this one. So if you need me to kind of give you the gist of it, but in the box, pretty nice. Oh yeah, it's got it all. Instruction manuals. The box is, I would
Wow.
say, it's got like a crayon line right there, but outside of that, like the box is pretty damn good. Like this is a really good box. This is
That's
a
a-
really
It's
good box.
fantastic. Looks
perfect
great.
shelf sitter.
Oh,
man.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. So I
Oh,
mean,
man.
'Cause you don't have to worry about it being, tens of thousands of dollars. You can just enjoy it,
right, exactly. So if you guys are excited now, got a few more to show you. Mortal Kombat 3.
What?
The
Where's that
long
package?
case, man.
What is that case?
Oh
And-
my god.
and the damage
like
to
a
it, I
book.
can't even open it. because it's so broken. The instruction manual's got so much wear and tear on it. Okay, it's so messed up. I'm
love
gonna
that
give you
case.
a twofer.
Oh,
I'm gonna give you a.
it's
I'm gonna
nice.
give you a twofer real quick. Okay, and then I'm gonna finish it off. So, are you guys prepared for this one? Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Dude.
yes.
Holy
You
crap.
killed me
Yes.
with that this twisted
Ah.
metal, dude.
Yes.
That's nostalgia
Yes.
overload right there.
Awesome.
Look at that. Look at
Oh
that.
my
Look
god.
at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Okay.
my.
That's
Okay.
pretty. That's pretty.
Now, for my final trick. Okay. For my final trick, I'm going to show you guys something. A few people may know what this is. A few people.
Ah,
God damn it.
come on. Come on. You can't come out with a box for Nintendo. No.
Is it complete?
Oh man. That's pretty right there.
Dude.
That is pretty.
Yes. This
I
is
knew
my
you-
Look at the
prized
color.
possession. This
I
is
knew you
my
had
prized
that, but I never
possession.
seen it. And you got a
Yeah.
killer deal on that too.
Yes, I did. So
Like a
right
stupid
there,
deal.
there it is, man. Like I don't, you guys, and I want to talk about that for a minute, but like Super Nintendo means everything to me. When I was younger, let me take this off full screen now. God, when I was younger, I had a Nintendo, and then the Sega Genesis came out with their marketing campaign. Tommy remembers this.
Mhm.
I totally bought into Sega Genesis. Sega does what Nintendo don't. And I'm like, fuck Nintendo.
They
I
were
want a
such
Genesis.
assholes.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like so edgy. And yeah, Nintendo's
And-
for kids.
Yeah. And so I bought the Sega Genesis, which still I love the Sega Genesis. And I worshipped, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pit Fighter, like there were so many great games on the Genesis, but it was a short-lived love, like I enjoyed it, but they never really elevated it. And my neighbor had a Super Nintendo. I'm not gonna say his name. I almost said his name, but Tommy remembers this guy. But my neighbor had a Super Nintendo, and he would just he was such a douchebag, but he was like always kind of like bragging that he had the Super Nintendo, and it was always a thing. It was like a thing with me and him. And when I got the Super Nintendo, it's just I don't remember. I just remember that time in my life. Just man, it transformed everything. Like Super Mario World, playing that. But then me and Tommy, I remember one summer for like when school was out this summer, I guess it would be 92, or I guess 93, because Super Mario Kart came out in 92. To me and Tommy played sports all the time. That's all we do. And if we were not in school, we were outside playing sports. We're playing football, we're playing basketball, we're playing baseball. That's all we did. And the first year that Super Mario Kart for the Super Nintendo was out, I remember me and Tommy and our other cousins, we didn't go outside the entire summer. And I remember summer was over and I'm like, dude, we didn't go and play football any. What have we been doing? We're like, been playing Mario Kart. This game's so addicting. Like it's all we did was Super Mario Kart. We couldn't believe how addicting it was. But
well,
I love the Super
nothing
Nintendo.
Changed.
Yeah, nothing changed. Here I am, a grown ass man, still playing Mario Kart. But yeah, man, like the Super Nintendo is such a special system. To me, it's the best system ever made. And that
I tend to agree. I'm between that and the PS2. But Super Nintendo is certainly one of the greatest.
I mean, you got Chrono Trigger, you got Super Metroid, you got you got Super Mario World, Super Mario Kart, Donkey Kong Countries,
Final Fantasy 3,
Final Fantasy,
Super Mario RPG.
It's just truly incredible.
The Donkey Kong Country trilogy alone.
Yes, absolutely. Jesus. So I mean, it's just it's such a great system, and to find that in such decent shape. I mean, the box is good. It's not the perfect box, but my God, man. I mean, to find that, it was awesome, man. So I've had a lot of fun. I really do. I think I want to know, chat, what do you think about this format? It seems that you guys are really loving it. And do you want us to do anything different, or do you want us to continue to build upon what we have? Like, what do you want to see from us? Because I feel the enthusiasm, I feel the nostalgia trip that we took a lot of you on. So I don't know, Tommy, what do you think?
No, I think it was a ton of fun, man. It's like I said, I'm glad you asked, because we did this because we did this live because we wanted to share it with the chat, and we wanted to share it with the community. We could have just recorded it and done a podcast, but this is much better. It's much more interactive. We can see what you guys are liking and loving, and respond to your questions, and that's what it's all about for me. So I really appreciate the interactivity, and if you want to see anything different, let us know, because this is a rough cut right now. We're just out here winging it and trying to share what we love to do.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. Hang on, Ryan here. The loser has to watch their favorite chick destroyed at the end of the night.
It's like I've been collecting that stuff for 10 years. And, oh, damn, I lost. Now I got to destroy it.
Smash it with a hammer.
Now I gotta smash it with a hammer.
Oh man, that's so funny. But no, I did. I really, really enjoyed it. Billy says officially my favorite live stream. Well, hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Thank you for that.
And you guys, like, seriously, go subscribe to Tommy's channel. I want to get him to 1,000 subs. He's you're gonna love his content. I know Az even was like the other day on Friday Night Times, like, man, TommyTron, he's got some great stuff, man. He's got some really.
Let's get him monetized so he can be frustrated and unhappy like the rest of us.
Yes.
I can do what I want right now.
But no, I really did have a lot of fun. Let me knock out a couple of these really quick. We got a message retracted, but I do appreciate that from Lucy. That nobody guy. Hail, you geeks. Dan, how did you learn English? I know 10-year-old basic Spanish. How similar is Portuguese and Spanish?
Oh, Portuguese and Spanish is very, very similar. I actually understand a little bit of Spanish because of that. But the main thing that taught me English the most was this. This game taught me English. Because when games started to have like voice acting, then there would be no escape. I couldn't like download translations on a patch, on an emulator. There was no excuse. I had to learn because the characters were actually speaking. And those story-based games were like great like motivation for me to learn, better than any teacher only in any course or any school could provide. So yeah, it was
nice.
all video games. This and Harvest Moon Back to Nature, also for the PS1.
Nice.
That's how I learned English.
Love retro gaming, man. Retro stuff is just so great, and that's why we're gonna enjoy this show so much. Eduardo, it's amazing how even back then there were games in Portuguese, even fully voiced. Thank God I had my mom translate LucasArts and Sierra games.
Sierra, cool. Man, Sierra point and click games was all about Sierra and LucasArts. Those were the main. There were the Indiana Jones games. Oh, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, something like that.
I can't remember.
Such great games.
Yeah,
such great games.
LucasArts. It's so sad that they're no longer around. But
yeah,
I mean,
man.
Nothing that represents Lucasfilm is what it was. So let's see. Leah Dart says, I learned English on point and click adventures, and I became a translator because of it. My favorite genre. Well, that's awesome. So hell yeah. See, this is good stuff, man. You know, that Nobody Guy. Any love here for Power Stone? The more advanced Smash Bros, which I loved. I didn't play. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. So I guess nobody here can give you any feedback on that. My apologies. But if there's things that we're not super familiar with that you guys want us to look into, hey, we're on it. You know what I mean? We're here to learn just as much as we're here to share some of our stuff that we collect and stuff that we love. You know, we're here to do whatever we can to learn and also grow as retro collectors, because it's an awesome thing. So let me see. I got one more to get to. The way that this thing, I'm just gonna unpin, and why does this? I don't know why it does this. On the back end, like the final message, it doesn't let me see it. So I'm having to go into the other. Here we go. I can see it now. Stupid YouTube. Okay, so Steffi Little says, this format is so awesome. Looking forward to watching you monthly. We also love and collect retro games. And then it says, best escapism in a long time. Wholesome fun. Thank you. Seeing everyone so happy is awesome. Well, that is super cool.
Thank you. That's awesome.
And then BFSD 150. Jeremy, did you play Super Mario 64? And if so, did you beat it? I spent so many hours playing that game when I was younger. It was so great. Yes, absolutely. I haven't played the 64 version on Switch, the Super Mario All-Stars. Obviously, I played through Galaxy. I haven't even played Sunshine or 64 on the newer one. I hear it looks pretty good, all things considered, but I remember Super Mario 64 that's not my best memory on the Mario games from when I was younger, but it's definitely up there. I mean, my best memory has got to be Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo.
I'm currently trying to 100% Super Mario 64. It can get pretty frustrating.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the beauty of it. Like, I really like, from a nostalgia standpoint right now, and maybe it's just because I'm so fresh on it, but like Metroid Dread really takes me back, dude. Like, Metroid Dread is amazing. And it's not the hardest game. It's pretty difficult, though. It is so difficult. But today's standards, it's difficult. By back in the day standards, it's still difficult, but it's not that hard. But it's frustrating as hell. And it shows me like how dumbed down gaming is by playing.
You guys saw that video from Krista?
Yeah. That one guy. He was the God of War developer. He was the God of War developer. Yes. And he was like, this is insane. This was like, what are you talking about? So frustrating. So
such a pussy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but that's going to wrap us up for this week. I've had a great time. I appreciate my brothers here. We had an awesome show. You guys really enjoyed it. The enthusiasm was through the roof. Make sure you smash the melee button, like the video, share this video out. I'm going to leave this public here on the channel so everybody can revisit it. December 1st. What day is December 1st on? Like, we want to do it on the 1st of every month.
Actually, yeah, we should do like first Monday. X day of the week.
Okay, so the first Monday. Yeah, first Monday of the month.
December 6th.
So December 6th would be it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
okay, so we're going to do the first Monday of every month. That's how we're going to do this. So
sounds good.
First Monday. So December 6th, we will be back. December 6th means all of our collections through the month of November, and I guess that first few days into December will count, but that's all we're going to be able to show from the competitive standpoint. Doesn't mean we're not going to show you other things in our collections, but that's what Bragging Rights is all about. So I'm happy you guys are loving this, and so we'll see you on December 6th. Mark that down. Also, I'm going to try to get a schedule on geeksgamers.com for like all of our shows so people can keep up with it, because we just have so many things going on and so many channels that it's hard for everybody to keep up. You know what I mean? So I totally understand that. That Nobody Guy. Do you guys collect Game Boy Advanced? They really rocked the over-the-head perspective play. Well, Tommy's got one. He just showed that one off earlier in the show.
And, I have a couple games. I have Mario Kart for the Game Boy Advance, and I have Metroid Fusion for the Game Boy Advance.
Two bangers.
Yeah, those are two bangers right there. Yeah. And
I want to get Final Fantasy Tactics. I want to get it. It's pretty. It's not as good as the PlayStation one, but it's a fantastic game too on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, I mean, I was never the biggest handheld gamer in terms of playing them, but I have a Game Boy back there. I have a 3DS, a DS, just to have them, but I never played a lot of them. I did play Mario Kart a lot, just because it was Mario Kart. But yeah, man. So Dan, what's going on with you, man? You got anything you want to plug? Anything you want to tell anybody about?
Well, subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Dan Vasc. You guys can expect new music videos pretty soon.
Right on, man.
Awesome.
Right on. You are killing it, brother.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to share a show with you always, man. And
hey, thanks for having me. Thanks for entertaining my weird idea and transforming it into a show and improving it with your own takes. You guys are awesome, and I look forward to build this awesome thing with you guys.
Heck yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. Tommy, what you got going on?
Nothing, man. I just will say, thank you for everyone who has subscribed, and even, I appreciate everyone who subscribes to my channel and watches the videos. It means a lot to me. I feel like it builds a sense of community. So, I appreciate all those folks that jumped over there during this stream and subscribed. You'll never know how much that means. So we're here to make good content. If I'm not making content you enjoy, let me know, because that's what it's all about, is making sure that you're doing stuff that people enjoy and sharing in that. So, I hope that you enjoy what I have over there so far. And if there's anything else you'd like to see, let me know. And I'm looking forward to next month. This is awesome. This was so exciting and fun, and I'm so glad we put it together. So, thank you all for being here.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So thank you guys. Make sure you like the video, share the video out, comment on the video after it populates on the YouTube side. That helps it in the algorithm. Just have discussions, give timestamps as to what your favorite parts was or whatever, just to let people know what's going on. Have a discussion. Give us suggestions in those comments. We will read them. Give us suggestions. Give us feedback. And we appreciate all of you. So for Dan, for Tommy, also Krista will be joining us next time. She'll just be in that producer role more so like she does on Tuesday night's main event, because we're going to have a lot of stuff we're going to try to do to help the presentation of the entire show as well. Also Tuesday night's main event, Memology will be on tomorrow night. Memology 101 in the house. And Ryan will be hosting because I'll be on the road. But other than that, thank you guys. Have a great night, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.